Did you not hear us ring the doorbell, Mom? We rang it dozens of times. You also weren't answering any of our phone calls. Is everything okay?
I'm very sorry about that. The baby has been crying all day and my ears were ringing from it. That's probably why I didn't hear the doorbell.
You must be so tired taking care of Mila's baby. Why don't you go ahead and take a break? You can leave it to me. I'll take care of the baby while you rest.
Thank you, Lauren. Things have just been so chaotic with me taking care of the baby. I guess I'm just getting too old for this now. It really is exhausting work to take care of a baby. My entire body aches when I carry her around for too long.
That's why I told you to reconsider this, Mom. I told you that it's going to be really tough for you to look after the baby. You've also been having back problems, and it's not going to get any better if you carry her around all day.
You know that I can't help it. There's nothing that I can do about the situation. Do you know what Mila told me the other day? She told me that she feels like dying whenever the baby starts to cry. Do you expect me to leave the baby alone after hearing that?
Is Mila's postpartum depression really that bad right now? It's kind of shocking to hear about her symptoms like this. I've heard about postpartum depression, but I've never encountered someone who is diagnosed with it. I don't understand why Mila is suffering so badly from this. Hazel had no problems with postpartum depression, did she? I'm pretty sure she didn't.
Mila and Hazel are very different in their physiques. Hazel has always been quite healthier and had a little more body fat on her. Mila, on the other hand, has always been very weak and fragile. She is pretty underweight compared to the average woman. Normally, when women give birth to a child, they start to gain weight afterwards. That's how it is for most others. But that's not the case for Mila. She's losing more weight than ever before, and that's definitely not a good thing considering how skinny she is. Each time I look at her, it seems like she's lost more weight than before. It really hurts me to see my own daughter like that. I don't want my daughter to become all skin and bones. She has a baby to take care of. Because of her physical weaknesses, her mentality has gotten a lot weaker as well. That's why she is struggling so badly with postpartum depression right now.
A close friend of mine also had a rough time dealing with postpartum depression when she had her first child. I can understand how difficult it can be for mothers who experience it. Luckily, she was able to recover from it because she had gotten early treatment. But from then on, I realized how scary something like that can be. I really hope Mila can start feeling better and recover from this. I'm really sorry about all of this. It must be extremely hard for you.
Where is Mila's husband anyway? Why isn't he here to take care of the baby? Why are you the one to struggle like this, Mom? He's literally the husband of Mila. Shouldn't he be here to take care of his own baby? I really don't get it.
Carter is out working right now, so he's not able to just come home to take care of the baby. He insisted on leaving the baby at a daycare center while he stays at work, but I didn't agree to such nonsense. Why would anyone want to leave their baby at a daycare center? That is why I just decided to look after the baby instead. I would never want to let my grandchild be supervised by the hands of another stranger. That is not happening in my book. It will be 1,000 times better for me to just look after the baby.
I get that he is a hardworking man, but he should still care about the baby. So is Mila staying at a hospital right now for her depression?
I think she is going there from time to time, but there's no sign of her recovering from anything. It doesn't seem to be getting any better. Every time I call her on the phone, she just has these crazy outbursts, and she starts yelling and crying. I can't believe it.
This is a lot more serious than I thought it was. What do we do? Should we look for a bigger hospital in the area? Wouldn't it be better for her to go to a much more institutionalized hospital?
Carter told me that he's been looking for other hospitals in our district. We really need to wish for Mila to get better. She can't continue to be like this. For the sake of her baby, and for the sake of us. I won't be able to take care of the baby forever because my back is killing me. I'm just worried that something might happen to the baby at this point.
That's why you should just leave it up to Mila and Carter. They should be able to figure out how to resolve the situation themselves. It's not like you are going to be there to help them forever, Mom. It's important that you start toughening her up. I think it would be helpful for Mila to start looking after the baby while receiving her treatment. It will probably be the most effective way for her to recover.
That's not a good idea, Samuel. What do you think would possibly happen if that worsens the situation? It's not guaranteed that making her look after the baby is going to make things any better. It might make things worse. You're Mila's older brother, for crying out loud. How could you lack that much sympathy for your own sister? Don't be so cold, Samuel.
Your mother's right, honey. Postpartum depression and depression in itself is not something that is easy to recover from. Depression in a lot of cases can lead to things like suicide. It's not something to look over so easily.
That still doesn't account for the fact that Mom won't always be there to help her. That is all I'm saying. Mom just recently had a discectomy done on her. You can't expect her to take care of the baby like this.
Speaking of which, I have something I want to ask you, Lauren. How about you take care of the baby instead?
What? You want me to take care of the baby?
Yes, why not? I heard that you recently quit your job, and you're staying at home all day. Then I figured, what better than to ask Lauren to take care of the baby for me? It's not a shabby idea, isn't it?
Mom, Lauren didn't quit her job. She just switched to remote. She's just as busy now than she was before. Even if she is at home more now, that doesn't mean she should be looking after the baby. She is also very busy. I really think it would be better to just put the baby at a daycare center for now. The people who look after the babies at daycare facilities are all well-trained professionals, so they know what they are doing. They are not just random strangers that have no idea what to do with a baby. Instead of moving the baby around from one house to another, I think it would just be better for the baby to remain stationary under the hands of professionals at a daycare center. That would make it much easier for everybody.
It's just remote work. How busy can you really get? It still won't be as busy as a real job outside of home. Your husband's younger sister is literally suffering from depression right now. I don't think you understand the sheer severity of the situation. You're going to tell me that you can't take care of Mila's baby because you are too busy with working at home. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Working from home may keep you a little busy, but in the end, they are nothing but remote work. It's not like looking after a baby becomes impossible when you're working from home.
I understand what you are saying, but it's still really difficult for me to take care of a baby right now. I may be at home all day, but it's really no different from being at work. I have to stay constantly busy with different remote work around the house, so I'm really in no place to look after a baby. Right now, the baby is at the stage where she needs constant attention, and that is something that I am not able to provide. I agree with Samuel. I think we should just leave the baby at a daycare center for the time being. It should make things a lot simpler for everyone. Then Mila would be able to start her recovery, knowing that she won't have to hear her baby's cries.
What happened to the pity and empathy that you were showing for Mila? Was all of that just an act on your part? Now that I'm asking you to take care of the baby, you're acting like this is absolutely none of your concern. Speaking of which, I really wanted to mention something. What do you even do when you come over to our house anyway? You literally don't do anything. You are the only daughter-in-law that I have, and every time we get together for family meetings, you slip out because you are busy. Look at the way you're acting right now. I ask you one favor, to take care of your husband's sister's baby, and you also refuse to do so. I've always thought that you were quite the selfish person, but I think you're more than that. I look at you these days and I can't help but think that you are what was the word? That's right, a psychopath. You seem more than just a greedy woman. You seem like a psychopath.
Mom, come on. Why does the conversation have to shift with Lauren being a psychopath? That literally has nothing to do with anything that we were talking about so far. I understand that things are extremely tough for Mila and her baby, with you having to take care of her and all. But you have to understand that things are not easy for me either. I get the position that Mila is currently in, and how hard it must be for her. But it's her child, and she should do what she can to take care of her own daughter. She needs to make her own efforts, even if she is depressed. The baby is at the stage where she needs a lot of love and attention from both her mom and dad. You keep the baby like this and refuse to or under the hands of her own parents, she won't even be able to understand what an attachment is. So right now, I don't think that you should try and give the blame to Lauren. None of this is on her, but you are making it sound like it is. What you should be doing right now is, you should call Carter and tell him to try and resolve this matter. Lauren and I would love to take care of the baby every once in a while, but you are asking us to take sole responsibility for the baby. I'm sorry, Mom, but we can't do that. Do you want me to call Carter and tell him instead?
Don't even bother doing such a thing. Why would you call Carter? He's already struggling enough. You want to put him through more trouble. You need to try thinking about it from Carter's position. He got married recently and just had a baby, but his wife is suffering from postpartum depression, and the baby is crying all day and night. There is no one around them to help him, but he has so much work to do at his job. How hard do you think it must be for him? Knowing all that, do you still want to go and tell them to try and resolve everything on their own? What if Carter ends up being fed up with everything and wants to divorce Mila? That can definitely happen, you know. Then what do you think would happen to Mila? I can guarantee you that nothing good will come from that. I will not allow anything like that to happen, as long as I'm alive. So I need you guys to help me with this. All you have to do is agree with what I am telling you, Lauren. It's really not that hard. All you have to do is just put your heart and mind to it. I'm telling you right now that it is not impossible for you to look after a baby while working from home.
I'm telling you that I can't. I'm very sorry. I am not able to look after a baby in my current state. I totally understand why you are asking this favor from us, but I'm going to have to deny your request. I agree with Samuel's proposition.
So what I am getting from you is that what you are doing is much more important, right? Even if your husband's sister and her baby are on the line.
No, that is not what I am saying. I think you totally misunderstood my point. I am very concerned for what is happening to Mila and the baby. But the request that you are making to me is just something that I am not able to accommodate. Why don't you try and hire a babysitter instead? I can go ahead and look for a babysitter if you want.
Were you not listening to a thing that I was telling you? I have already said this before, and I will say it again. I will not be putting the baby under the hands of another stranger, because I cannot trust someone to look after my own grandchild. Are you listening to yourself right now? Do you realize how selfish you sound? All you're thinking about is yourself. You are acting like you're performing some kind of government work, but all you are doing is staying at home. It's nothing but remote work. You probably don't even get paid that much for working at home. Why are you making such a big deal out of this?
Mom, that's enough now. Lauren had a lot of things due today for her work, but she took the time to come and visit you when you called us over. She heard that something serious was going on in the family, so she had to stop working to come here.
Just be quiet. I don't want to hear it. You're just going to sit there and take her side in this. What about your own mother and sister? Your mother and sister are out here in pain, and you don't even care. All you care about is your wife. You're just the same as her. If you guys are just going to stay and refuse everything that I ask of you, then you can just get out of here. Hand over the baby to me right now. I'm worried she might turn out to become a selfish brat like you.
I understand that you must be very frustrated, but I don't think you're speaking through your mind right now. I think we should think about a more realistic approach to the situation.
A realistic approach? Are you kidding me right now? Just get out of here, both of you. I don't want to see your faces. I really can't seem to get through to her. No matter what I try to tell her, she doesn't want to hear it. She really wanted me to take care of the baby for her. Even if I tell her that it's almost impossible for me to do so, she just won't listen to anything that I have to say. You understand me, don't you, Samuel? You know that I am busier right now than I was when I used to work on site at the job.
Of course I do. I know how busy you are, Lauren. It's just because when Mom was growing up, there was barely anyone who worked from home. Older folks tend to think that working from home means you're just slacking off all day. It's not really her fault, and it's not your fault. You don't have to worry about it.
I do feel really bad for Mila, though. Her depression seems like it's worsening by day, and that is definitely not a good sign. If your mother keeps taking care of the baby like that, things are not going to look good for her in the long run. Her back problems are going to get worse.
I know, and that's not something that I'm happy about. Carter needs to step up in this situation and do something about it. It's his wife and his baby, for crying out loud. He's not taking any responsibility as the father. I don't know why he is acting like this. I get that there are so many things going on in his life, with Mila's depression and all, but he should at least show some kind of decency in this situation. He should act like the man of the house for once.
I agree with you. He really needs to do something. I think I'm going to give Mila a call later on and have a talk with her. I need to hear more about her symptoms and how bad the depression has been lately. I will probably talk to her about hiring a babysitter.
Okay, honey. You can do that. I'll call Carter and talk to him.
Hello?
Mila, hello. How have you been? Are things getting a little better for you?
I'm just doing all right, but it's not looking too good.
Your mother has told me about your condition and how it's been for you lately. I heard that your depression is getting worse. Is it unbearably bad?
You should know how bad it is, if Mom told you everything. I honestly feel like dying. I feel miserable for the whole day, and I'm not able to eat properly because I've lost all my appetite. That's how it is for me. I've been having frequent arguments with Carter. Things are just not going well between us. At first, Carter seemed to be very sympathetic in regards to my depression, but now he's just frustrated. He was telling me that I have nothing to be depressed about, and that if anything, he should be the one suffering from depression. It hurts so much to hear him talk like that. Nowadays, I honestly just want to divorce him. I'm fed up with this too.
I'm sorry to hear that. It must be so hard for you to deal with everything. I don't think you should worry about it too much, though. Right now, you should be taking your medications and try to be at better peace with yourself. You should try and start exercising a little. That way, you can maybe regain your appetite. I heard that when dealing with severe depression, one of the most important things to do is to just start your day, even if it's nothing special. I'm talking about things like eating and sleeping.
I know that, but it's really not easy for me. I want to be able to live my life again, but I just can't. Anyways, why did you call me, Lauren?
I wanted to talk to you about something your mother said. She asked me to take care of your daughter for her. I'm very busy working right now, so I told her that it's going to be difficult for me to take care of the baby. I ended up refusing her request because I wouldn't be able to look after the baby. After I refused, I couldn't help but notice how exhausted she looked, so I'm a bit worried about her. I wanted to recommend a babysitter for the baby, and that's what I want to talk to you about. I'll try my best to find the best professional babysitters out there, not the untrustworthy kids looking to earn some side money. I heard that nowadays, there are lots of great professionals who are able to look after babies. Wouldn't that be better for you too?
I don't know about that. I don't think I want to hire someone to look after my baby, because in the end, they're still strangers. If we were to hire somebody to take care of the baby, then that means there will be someone to come over to the house. I don't think I'm ready to deal with that right now. When my depression starts to worsen, I also develop severe social anxiety. I don't want to risk anything by having anyone over, because it might worsen my symptoms. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Are you willing to take responsibility if something like that happens to me?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say, Mila.
Just forget it, Lauren. I was quite surprised to see that you have called me, but I guess you just wanted to put me through even more trouble. I don't understand why you are telling me all of this. My mom told you herself that she's going to be taking care of the baby. What's it matter to you anyway?
Your mother has just gotten her surgery recently, so it's not healthy for her to carry around the baby like that. I don't think she's well enough to take care of the baby, considering her recent health issues. Why would she have asked me a favor like that unless she wasn't exhausted at all?
If you are so worried about my mom's condition, then why don't you take care of the baby yourself? I don't get why you have to come at someone with severe depression like this. If this is all you're here to talk to me about, then why don't you just hang up?
Mila! She hung up on me. I just wanted to provide her with a possible solution. Did I really say something that bad? What did she say? Does she seem to be getting worse? She hung up on me too. I guess she didn't want to hear about it. I called Carter and he did the same thing to me. He just said that he wants Mom to look after the baby for a while. I told Carter that Mom's physical condition is getting worse because she's looking after the baby, but he really doesn't seem to care. He acted like it was none of his business. How can someone seriously be like this? I can't believe how irresponsible someone can be when their own baby is involved in it. You're right. This is pretty bad. I told Mila about the babysitter idea and she just completely refused it. She said she doesn't want a stranger to look after the baby because you can't fully trust them. Then what the heck does she want us to do? If she doesn't want this or that, then why doesn't she just look after the baby herself? She can't keep living like this forever. Depression is no joke, so we shouldn't bash her. Think of how hard it must be for her right now. This is not something she is able to overcome overnight. This takes time. It's a scary disease. That's true. Man, I have such a headache from all of this. I'll try and see if I can find another solution. Then I will try and tell her about it. I should go and ask my friend for some advice. Are you talking about that one friend of yours who also suffered postpartum depression? That's a good idea. You should go and ask her for advice. Wasn't she able to overcome her depression while also taking care of her baby at the same time? Yes, she did. That's why I thought of her, and I'm going to ask her about her experience. Your husband's sister is suffering from postpartum depression? That's a really tough illness to deal with. Just hearing about it makes me worried. Exactly. That's why I asked you to meet up at a cafe so we can talk about it. I want to ask you about your personal journey with postpartum depression and how you were able to overcome it. Well, in my case, my husband was able to provide a lot of support for me along the way. Everyone around me was telling me that depression is a neurological disease which all takes place in the brain. The important thing is that you make sure to take your medications daily and receive lots of emotional and psychological counseling from professionals. That is how I was able to overcome my depression. During this whole process, my husband requested a vacation at his job. Thankfully enough, his company allowed him to do so, which was really good for me. If his company had not approved of his vacation request, then it would have been so tough for me to take care of the baby while dealing with my depression. I really owe a lot to my husband, who helped me along the way. Your husband seems like a very caring and generous man. It wouldn't have been easy for him to make all of those decisions, but he did, all for you. I know, and I am eternally grateful for being married to someone like him. That is why I always give my thanks to him. Why is it so loud here all of a sudden? Those people over there are making too much noise. I get that we are in a public place, but can't they take it somewhere else? It's not like they're the only ones here. They're sitting there laughing and talking very loudly. It's kind of obnoxious. Look at the way they are laughing out loud with videos on their phone at full volume. Exactly. Why are they so rude? Wait, is that Mila? Mila? You mean your husband's sister? Is that really her? She's the one you've been telling me about? With postpartum depression? Yes, that's her right there. Are you sure she has depression? She sure doesn't look like she does. She looks much too happy for someone with depression. I don't really see any signs or symptoms of depression in her facial expressions either. It looks like she came to visit the cafe with her friends. Wait, take a look at the way she's dressed herself right now. It's the middle of winter, and what kind of mother of a newborn baby puts on a miniskirt like she's some kind of college student?
You're right, I see your point. This cafe isn't even located near her neighborhood. Can you stay here for a bit? I think I'm going to go and talk to her. Excuse me, Mila. Hi.
Oh, Lauren! Hi. What are you doing here?
I'm just here to talk with an old friend of mine. And I want to ask you too. What are you doing here? You don't live anywhere near the area. I thought you told me that you can't even step outside of your house because of your depression.
I'm just here to get some fresh air. You think people with depression only need to stay at home all day or something? Having some fresh air every now and then can help a lot with the treatment.
I get that, but aren't you cold? Look at the way you're dressed right now. I thought you were feeling sick after having the baby. You should be a little more careful with the way you're dressed. You might catch a cold like that.
Don't worry about that. I'll take care of my own clothing. Sometimes I get the feeling that you're just here to boss me around, just because you're the wife of my older brother. What's it matter to you whether or not I dress this way? I can dress however I want to. Are you saying that a mother of a baby is only obliged to wear clothes that don't reveal any of her body parts? Is that what you are trying to tell me?
No, it's not that, Mila. I just thought that you seem a little cold. That's all. You don't even have any socks on.
I told you not to worry about it. You really need to learn to mind your own business sometimes. I'm here to relieve some stress by hanging out with some of my friends. That's all I'm here to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would like for you to leave me alone with my friends now. You are kind of bothering us right now.
Oh, I'm sorry if I was being a bit of a burden to you guys. I didn't mean to be like that.
If you're sorry, then you should just leave now and let me be. I think my depression is starting to kick in again because of you.
Sorry about that, Mila. I'll be leaving then.
Wow, she really has quite the attitude, doesn't she? I can hear her yelling from all the way over here.
I think she feels uncomfortable that she ran into me in public.
So is it really true that she has depression? As someone who also has had depression, I honestly don't really see any signs or symptoms of depression on her.
I mean, it's not like you have to be dark and gloomy all the time when you have depression. I guess once in a while you can be able to laugh out loud, no matter the place or occasion. It's not wrong of her to go out with her friends and lighten up her own mood, so I guess it's a good thing.
That's true, but I'm just thinking that she might be lying about it. You should try and look more into this. There are plenty of people out there who only pretend to have depression, when they're actually just fine.
I doubt it. Her own mother is taking care of the baby while sacrificing her back, so she's probably not faking it. Was I too judgmental in front of her? Should I have been a little more careful in approaching her? Now that I think about it, I can kind of understand why she got upset at me. All I did was call out her outfit as soon as I saw her. Instead of doing that, I probably should have bought her dessert. It would have been a better decision. Maybe I should send her a small gift as an apology for the way I talked to her. What are some good presents for people with depression? I should search this up. I might find some answers online from people at Instagram. Wait, I see Mila's profile on the recommended friends page. I'm already friends with her, but why is this popping up in my feed? Does she have another account that she uses? Let me check this out. She has a lot more posts on this account than in the other one. She even posted a picture of her in the cafe with her friends earlier. What the heck is this? She went on a vacation to Germany just 3 days ago? It also says that last week she even went to Fiji.
How can they be able to travel so much? All I see are posts of her going to shopping malls and going out to different places. Her own mother is out breaking her back from looking after the baby, and she's just outside traveling and having fun? How can this be someone with depression? This doesn't make any sense. Sorry I wasn't able to answer your call before. I wasn't able to answer you because of work. What's so important that you can't answer my call? I called to tell you that I'm going to need you to come here. Right now? Why do you want me to come over right now? You should know very well why I'm asking you. I need you to look after the baby for me. I'm going to go to the hospital for a little while because my back is killing me. Are you all right? Is everything okay with your back? No, my back is not feeling good at all. So quit asking questions and just come over here already. I'm so sorry, but I can't go right now. I have an important meeting scheduled in a couple minutes. Why don't you try and call Mila? She is most likely home right now. Are you out of your mind? I'm not going to call a sick girl to come and help me right now. You're not going to be out for that long, so can't you just ask Mila to take care of the baby while you're at the hospital? Do you seriously have no regard for others? More or less sick people? Right now, Mila is a patient, and things are tough for her. Do you really want to disturb someone who is as ill as her? Are you going to take accountability if her condition worsens? Are you going to do that? Just stop making comments and just come over when I tell you to. I need to get to the hospital soon. The hospital is not even that far away. What's taking her so long? I've got so many things to do right now, and I don't have time to wait around like this. If I don't submit all the work by today, I'll be in so much trouble. Should I call Samuel? I'm not sure if he will answer. Mila is not answering any of my calls either. I'm home, Lauren. I've brought Mila with me too.
Hi, Lauren. What a coincidence yesterday. Am I right?
You guys saw each other yesterday.
Yeah, we did. I was out at a cafe with my friends just to get some fresh air. Then I happened to run into Lauren at the cafe, and she seemed to be with her friend as well. It looked like she was having quite a lot of fun with her. I thought you were busy with remote work at home, but I guess you don't have the time to take care of my baby.
I met up with my friend because I wanted to ask her about postpartum depression, since she also had it. I'm surprised to see you here, Mila. What's the occasion?
Mom told me that she'll buy me some food, so I decided to come over. Mom's literally the best. She also bought me this expensive bag. Thanks to my mom, my depression seems to be getting a little better.
I'll do anything for my girl, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you recover. I can buy you 100 more bags if you want. Lauren, you should give us some more money for our living expenses. The money you have been giving me is just not enough. But I gave you $500 more last month. Isn't that plenty good enough? Do you know how bad the inflation has been recently? You should know well enough that it's not enough. Don't act like you're giving us $1,000. It's probably not even your money. It all belongs to my son's paycheck. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? If I tell you to send me more, you better not ask any questions and just send me the money.
My mom's right, Lauren. I saw the way you were spending my brother's money at the cafe. You were practically just using all of it. I think you should be careful of the way you spend your money, instead of calling out my outfit.
What do you mean she was calling out your outfit?
Yesterday, she literally came up to me and told me that my skirt was too short. I really don't think it was any of her business. I was quite annoyed, honestly. I just put on some clothes from when I was younger just to make myself feel better. That is why I was wearing that kind of outfit. But I don't know why she was calling me out like that. I was in a good mood that day, but she came and ruined it all. I was so upset that night that I couldn't even sleep properly.
Mila, you got it all wrong. I was just trying to make sure you don't catch a cold.
that's all. I was saying that because I was worried about you. I didn't mean to offend you in any way. You were wearing a skirt in the middle of winter, and I didn't want you to catch a cold or something. I was more worried about the fact that you weren't wearing any socks or stockings. You are already quite ill right now, and I don't want you to catch a flu or something. The flu is quite scary this winter.
You still really need to watch your mouth before saying something like that. Who are you? Her school counselor? Why do you need to call out her outfit? She is free to wear whatever she wants to. Why do you care whether Mila wears a miniskirt or not? All you do is sit around at home all day anyways. I guess you won't even care whether I wear a skirt or not, because I'm too fat to put on one anyways. Huh. Hey, Mila. It seems like Lauren is jealous of your body or something. I don't think your body physique is good enough to criticize others. People won't even be able to tell that Mila has given birth recently because of how skinny she is. You, on the other hand, don't even have a child, but people probably think you do.
Mom, come on. I think it's a little harsh to say it directly in front of her face. But I guess you aren't wrong. I still think it is right for Lauren to take care of my baby. It's honestly Lauren's fault that my mom is having back problems in the first place. If she had just agreed to take care of the baby, none of this would have even happened. So can you just take care of my baby, Lauren? You're very healthy and you don't have any illnesses that you are dealing with. But why won't you just agree to take care of her? What's so hard about taking care of a baby in the first place?
Exactly! Now that word's out, you should just take the baby with you. Do you understand?
Mila, it's your baby. Why do I have to take care of your baby? Are you even sure that you are suffering from depression right now? It sure doesn't seem like it.
What are you talking about? What is this woman trying to say to me?
I saw all of your Instagram posts. You sure seem to be having fun traveling and all. I thought you and your husband were struggling to maintain a good relationship between each other. But from what I see on your Instagram account, it seems like you two are having a blast. You guys also seem to enjoy a lot of shopping together. You sure seem way too happy for somebody dealing with severe depression. Didn't you tell me that your social anxiety has gotten very bad? That's strange, because from the way I see it, all you do is go out in public where there are thousands of people. Your mother is out here breaking her back to take care of your own baby, but you have the audacity to make her buy an expensive bag for you?
Are you saying that people with depression aren't obliged to travel anywhere? Are you trying to tell me that people who are depressed don't deserve to have expensive bags? What kind of stupid analogy are you trying to put at me?
Why are you talking to my daughter like that? How dare you act so disrespectfully to her? Especially in front of her own mother. If my daughter tells you that she has depression, then she has depression. Who do you think you are to tell her that she's not? Answer me.
I know, right? It's all probably Samuel's fault. He probably just treats her like a princess around the house, so she thinks it's okay to talk like that in front of me. She just doesn't want to take care of my baby because she wants to lay around the house all day after quitting her job. I can't believe the way she is acting right now.
I'm going to have to teach you some manners, Lauren. I want you to stop talking back to me and take the baby home right now when I tell you to. Just think of the baby as your own while you take care of her, until Mila starts to feel better. You guys are going to have kids of your own, right? So you can think of this as practice for your own child in the future. You can act busy all you want, but it's way too obvious that you have a lot of free time on your hands. You can tell me how busy you are all day, but I know that your job is probably just part-time. Wouldn't it be better to just take care of your niece during that time, instead of wasting it by working for such a lousy wage? So quit complaining and just do as I tell you. I've reached my limit now. I cannot continue taking care of the baby with my back condition.
My mom is right, Lauren. I thought you were worried that my mom might become ill again. If you really are that worried, wouldn't it make more sense for you to take care of the baby?
I seriously cannot believe what I am hearing from the two of you. Are you aware that I am giving you $1,500 every month?
Do you know where that money comes from? It all comes from my own paycheck. I am the one who earns that money. What? That's all your money. You dare call it a lousy wage? Do you have any idea that that is all the money I've earned in the past month? Go ahead and take a look at my paycheck. You can take a look as well, Mila. Anyone with working eyes will be able to see the numbers. You really think that this is a part-time job?
I don't get what's making you so boastful. Let me see. Wait, what is this? $10,000. You earned $10,000 in just 1 month?
What do you even do that pays you this much money in just 1 month? I thought you were just working from home. We are living in the 21st century. There are plenty of people who work at home. Were you guys not aware of the fact that I have a degree in creative writing? I think I remember the way you scoffed at my degree because you told me that the pay is bad. I guess I got the last laugh because right now the online novel business is booming. An online novel? What the heck is that?
Wait, so you're an author for online novels? I heard the pay is immense for authors who write successful online novels.
Is the pay really that good for people who write online novels?
Yes, the pay is extremely good for authors with online novels. I didn't think it would be this good, though. $10,000 a month is a crazy number. Why didn't you tell us about this? You should have said something about your job and how well you get paid. I really thought you quit your previous job just to sit around at home all day.
I agree. You should have told us earlier about your job. All you had to do was just tell us about your situation in detail. How are we supposed to know about your work environment and how much you get paid if you won't even tell us anything about it? That is why I'm telling you this information right now, because of the way you are looking down on me. When I gave you a bit more money for your living expenses in the previous month, I did so because my pay had been pretty good recently. I just wanted to gift you with something that would make you happy. But with the way that you are talking to me right now, I'm starting to reconsider my decisions. Maybe you really don't deserve this kind of money. What? You're not going to give us any money? You can't just say something out of the blue like that. Why not? It's not like you guys use it for anything good anyways. All you do is buy your depressed daughter expensive name brand bags. To be honest, maybe if she was actually depressed, I would have probably been okay with whatever you bought her. I would have been able to truly feel bad about your condition. But seriously, look at yourself. There is absolutely no way that you are suffering from depression. If you can call yourself depressed, then I guess every single person in this world is also depressed.
What did you just say to me? So now you are just going to talk to me like that, now that we have figured out how much money you get paid.
I have every right to talk like this to you. I have the right to talk this way to someone who acts like she is suffering from depression, only to find out that she is just doing so to leave the baby to her mother so that she can just travel around the world and fool around all she wants. You take care of your own baby. If you want to become a mother of a child, then you should learn to take responsibility for your own baby. I'm not going to give you guys any money anymore. So that's that. I have proven to you guys everything about my job. Therefore, I don't want to hear this nonsense about depression and me having to take care of the baby. Oh wait, Lauren, don't leave. Please, listen to me for a second. Why? Do you have anything you want to tell me? I don't think you want to say anything more, do you? I'm sorry, Lauren. I was wrong to treat you like this. I may have offended you in a bad way, because I wasn't really aware of the type of job you had at home. I had no idea that all of the money was from your own earnings. If I had known this information beforehand, then I wouldn't have treated you this way. You know that, don't you?
Mom, what are you doing? Are you trying to bootlick Lauren now that you know how much she earns? Are you just going to let her talk to your own daughter like this? Don't you think you are being extremely snobbish right now?
You shut your mouth, Mila. Lauren is a lot older than you. You should show her some respect. How dare you treat your older brother's wife like this? Lauren, you have to understand why Mila is like this. She may have had a child earlier than you, but she is still very immature, as you can see. She was telling me how sick she is, so I felt bad because she happens to be my own daughter. I think I was too blinded by that, because I treated you wrongly and I wasn't even aware of it. You do know that I truly did not mean any of my actions or words towards you, right? You know how parents can be sometimes. They will go out of their way to do anything if their child is sick. So please forgive me and loosen up a little. You didn't really mean it when you said that you weren't going to give me any money anymore, right? You simply just got carried away with your anger, isn't it?
No, I really meant all of it. All this time, I tried my best to help Mila out, and I did everything I could have done. But all she did was lash out at me for no reason. You were the one who had no regard for any of my actions towards Mila. I really don't want to give someone money, especially if they're treating me this way. Do me a favor and realize that your daughter is not suffering from depression. She is just playing a trick on you. You falling for her trick is only going to make her continue her act. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be leaving then.
Lauren, please, just listen to me for once, will you? She doesn't want to listen to a word I tell her. There she goes, leaving immediately.
What the heck, Mom? Are you just going to listen to what Lauren said about me and you? Do you love her money more than you love me? Is that it?
Do you not understand what is going on here? Do you know how good it will be for us if she earns $10,000 a month? Don't you get what kind of a number that is? Now I see the reason why she wanted to hire a babysitter. It all makes sense now. What was Lauren's job called?
She's an online novelist. They get paid very well nowadays. I had no idea that Lauren was an author for online novels.
I don't really understand how any of it works, but what's important is that she gets paid very well from it. It's very good for us. So you listen to what I tell you. Quit treating her badly, and you better be respectful towards her from now on.
I don't want to.
I'm saying this for the sake of you, so you better listen closely to what I tell you.
It's probably only good for you. It's not like she's giving me any money. You're going to be the one getting it.
If you just listen to what I tell you, then you can also be able to receive the money. It never hurts to listen to your mother's advice.
I guess you're right. Okay, I will do my best to do that. I have to get going now, Mom. Can you take care of the baby for me while I'm gone?
You're just going to leave me alone while my back is in such a horrible condition. Why don't you take care of the baby today?
I already told you, Mom. I have postpartum depression right now. That means that I get depressed when I look at the baby. Bye now. I will be leaving.
Hey, Mila! You were literally just giggling and laughing a while ago. I guess things will be a lot better for me now. Since my daughter-in-law is making so much money, it will definitely be an advantage for me. You seem to be up all night working. Are you all right? You could have slept in a little. Why did you wake up so early? You should take it easy. It's the weekend.
I had to submit the story by noon. I'll be going to sleep as soon as I'm finished with this.
You should have just stayed at home when Mom called you over. Or you could have just called me instead.
I won't be calling you. I know how busy you are at work. I don't want to bother you. I thought I would only have to take care of the baby until she's at the hospital.
The next time I run into Mila, I'm going to make sure to scold her properly. I'm going to have a few words with Mom as well.
Don't worry, I made sure to tell them what they needed to hear yesterday.
Is someone ringing the doorbell? Who is it at this time? It's so early in the morning. Is that Mom? Why is she here right now? Hello, you both seem to be at home. That's a relief. I was going to call you guys before coming here, but I figured you guys will be home already.
Why are you here?
I'm here to give my daughter-in-law some healthy food, because you seem to be so distraught and stressed out. I know how busy you are with your job, and it's important that you regularly take care of your meals. Samuel, why don't you microwave the food for Lauren?
What's with this healthy food? Lauren's not a fan of foods that contain a lot of herbs.
Thank you very much for bringing this here, but I don't normally eat foods with herbs.
Come on! I brought it just for you. You should at least try it. You don't want to hurt my feelings, do you? It's really good for you. I made sure to put in all of the best herbal ingredients there.
Are you just doing this for the money?
I'm not doing this just for the money. I will admit that I do want a little bit of the money. But you have to understand that I really have thought about what you told me the other day. Do you remember how you told me that we should hire someone to look after the baby? I was very reluctant at first, because back when I was raising my kid, we really could not fathom the fact of a stranger taking care of our child. That is why I just ended up refusing your proposition. But I started to take in what you said, and I honestly don't think that it would be a bad idea. Back in the day, wealthy families would hire nannies to take care of the babies. So I don't think it will be too much different from that. That's what you were recommending to us, right? Isn't that also what a babysitter is? I also looked it up, and I found that you can choose to hire some of the most experienced people to look after the baby. So I think it will be a very good decision for Mila's child.
You were so against the idea of hiring someone to look after the baby. Why did you change your mind all of a sudden? You didn't necessarily have to come here to tell us this. If anything, Mila is the one who should know about this.
Telling Mila isn't going to get me anywhere. She won't even have the money to hire somebody anyways. It's most likely going to cost around $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I don't think you will be able to afford it, Samuel. So I've been meaning to ask you, Lauren. Would you mind paying for the babysitter?
You want me to pay for it?
Mom, don't tell me that you came all the way over here just to make this request.
What's wrong with that? We're family, aren't we? Your wife is making $10,000 a month. How come you haven't told me a word about this, Samuel? Why didn't you tell me about your wife's handsome income? You should have told me and Mila about this, considering you are her older brother. Telling us earlier would have saved us from a lot of trouble, especially Mila. But all you did was just talk about some daycare center. Now that we know how much money my daughter-in-law makes, I think it will be a good idea for her to pay the babysitter's fees. $2,000 to $3,000 is probably very easy money for you to deal with. You will probably laugh at such an amount. You must have earned a lot of money for the past couple of months, so you can help out your sister-in-law, can't you? After all, you were the one who came up with this idea at first. Didn't you recommend this to us so that you will pay for it? Isn't that the reason you told us?
I really don't understand why I have to pay my hard-earned money in taking care of my niece. At first, you wanted me to just take care of her as if I was her own mother, and now you want me to pay for her babysitter? This is so ridiculous.
Why do you say that it's ridiculous? You're very well off right now, so it wouldn't hurt your wallet to pay for it. You wouldn't be able to use all of that money anyways, would you? Mila told me that if you provide her with the money, then she will start to actively seek treatment. She told me that she found a psychologist that is one of the best out there, so she is willing to receive treatment from her. She will find the motivation to finally better herself. So you can just think of it like you saved someone's life. You will save your sister-in-law's life if you do this. It's not that big of an amount of money for you.
Mom, just stop it! Why are you doing this to her?
Jeez, you scared me to death! Why are you hollering at me? You nearly blew away my eardrums.
I cannot believe how shameless you are right now. Are you listening to yourself? It was ridiculous enough when you were asking her to take care of Mila's baby. And now you want her to pay all the money for her babysitter? Do you seriously think that we are going to do this? Mila did not break any bones in her body, and it's not like she's on her deathbed right now. From the way I see it, Mila is perfectly fine and healthy. I don't understand why after all this time you want to hire a babysitter right now. She needs to stop with this nonsense right now and start looking after her own baby instead of traveling around. The biggest problem is that you are letting her do this. You can't keep this up. It's just going to get worse and worse for you and Mila. The more you do this, and the more you just let her do whatever she wants, she's just going to keep this up.
What did I do? How can you say that to your own sister? Don't you know how sick she is?
That's absolute baloney. How can a sick person spend that much time outdoors? She's too depressed to look at her own baby, but she has the time to fool around. I saw all of her Instagram posts too. Any moron would be able to tell that she's just faking her depression so that she doesn't have to take care of the baby. She just wants Lauren to do it for her so that she can just have fun traveling and shopping. We're not going to be hiring a babysitter for you, so deal with it. You're just the same as Mila, Mom. She's the one fooling you, and you're the fool listening to everything she says. If you're going to keep this up, I'm not going to see you or Mila ever again. So be it.
You're going to cut ties with me just because of something like this? Are you insane? How can you even call yourself my son?
Please do me a favor and start acting like a mature adult. Stop using Mila as an excuse to behave like this. Lauren has always been sincere and considerate towards you and Mila. You don't even spend the time to thank her once for all that she's done for you. All you're doing is just asking her for money. She stayed up all night yesterday working on her projects. Do you know how sorry I feel for her?
Wow, choosing your wife over your own mother. Don't you know how hard it is for me? So you're just going to forget about it, now that your wife is earning you a lot of money. Is that it?
We really wanted to choose family over everything. But if the people are really undeserving of it, then why should we provide any support to begin with? Samuel and I will just enjoy our lives together. You can stay with your loving Mila and enjoy your lives together. I guess that makes us even then. Although I'm not really sure how long that'll last.
Are you mocking me right now? How dare you mock me? Stop! Let me go!
How dare you try to hit my wife? Who do you think you are to hit my wife? I won't let you do this, especially if you're in front of me.
I have every right to scold my daughter-in-law if she is being disrespectful to me, so there is nothing wrong with that. You taking her side in this is only going to make matters worse for the two of you. I'm telling you right now that you will be regretting this for the rest of your life.
If I don't cut ties with you right now, that is what I will be regretting for the rest of my life. I don't want to speak more with you, and I don't have anything else to say to you. Let's just end our mother and son relationship here, Mom. I don't want to have to deal with this anymore either. I am so sick and tired of the way you are behaving in front of me and my wife.
You think cutting ties with me is going to be a walk in the park? I know you caused all of this, Lauren. I know you talked my son into doing this. This is why it's so important for a good daughter-in-law to join the family. But I guess not, now that you have ruined our entire household.
It's already been ruined thanks to you and Mila. I don't think there will be much of a difference if I were to ruin it anymore. I would appreciate it if you would just get the hell out of my house.
What did you just say? You can't talk to me like that!
You're not my mother-in-law anymore. You're just some random old lady in my house. I don't think anybody lets strangers into their home. Samuel, I really have to submit my novel now. Could you take care of the rest for me?
Sure, you can continue working on your project. I will take care of it. Just leave the house now, and don't call us ever again.
Stop pushing me! You're just going to kick me out just because your wife says so. Think about this for a second. Are you seriously going to cut ties with me?
I already told you dozens of times. I'm not going to see you anymore. Just leave already and stop bothering my wife. She's got much more important things to do right now.
I cannot believe this! What kind of a son kicks his mother out of the house?
What do you mean you want me to take care of the baby?
Do you know how expensive it is to buy all the diapers and milk? It's not like you're paying for any of it, the milk or the diapers. You can't just expect me to do everything for you. You should know well enough that my back is not in a good condition right now. You take responsibility for your own baby now, and stop making me do everything.
You can't just make me do something like that all of a sudden. You promised to take care of the baby for me while I recover.
That was only if Lauren was going to provide us with the money. They cut ties with me, so it's no use anymore. I am not able to keep looking after your baby, Mila. I don't have the money to do so. So just take care of your baby. You're literally out shopping and traveling every single day. Why do you keep telling me that you can't look after the baby? Now that I think about it, this is all your fault. If you wouldn't have made me take care of your baby to begin with, none of this would have happened. I would still be talking to Samuel and Lauren.
So you're saying this is my fault now that Samuel and Lauren have cut ties with you and are no longer going to be supporting you? Is that why you are telling me to start taking care of the baby now? That makes absolutely no sense. So are you asking me to ask Lauren myself so that she can give us money? I can go ahead and do that, you know. But I'm not able to take care of the baby right now. My depression is still ongoing. I'm not fully recovered yet.
Hello?
Lauren, why aren't you answering any of my calls?
I'm sorry, but who is this? I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me? Are you trying to play tricks with me or something? I know you didn't answer my calls on purpose. I heard that you are not even answering my mom's phone calls. Does it make you glad that you ruined me and my mom's relationship like this? Do you feel good about yourself? I don't understand why I have to be the one suffering from all of this. I didn't do anything wrong. Why aren't you giving my mom money anymore? Because you refuse to give my mom any money, she's not willing to take care of my baby anymore. And she's just asking me to do it instead. I cannot believe this. This is so absurd.
You should be the one giving your mom the money to take care of the baby. Did you really think that it will be no cost for somebody to look after your own child?
What are you trying to say? You're the one who gave all the money to my mom in the first place. I don't have the kind of money that you do. I'm not able to provide financial support for my mom. It's already hard enough for me and my husband to live off of his salary. I don't have the financial obligation to help out others.
Are you sure about that? You and your husband seem to have plenty of money to go traveling and shopping. Is that why you abandoned your own baby and left it with your mother? So that you and your husband can have the time of your lives while not having to take responsibility for the baby. Shame on you, Mila. Parents should be solely responsible for taking care of their baby. You think playing the victim by pretending to have depression would solve everything for you? It's people like you who make real patients with depression look bad. You should really be ashamed of yourself.
I can't believe the way you were talking to me. Does your husband know that you were talking to me in this manner? Is he aware of the way you are talking to his sister?
Don't worry, he is listening to everything. I have you on speakerphone right now. You better stop calling my wife and bothering her if you're just going to whine and complain. I cut ties with Mom, which means I also won't be seeing you anymore either. I am not your older brother anymore, so you better stop bugging my wife. I don't have time to deal with a scumbag like you.
Do you feel good about yourself now that you've abandoned your own family members? Do you have any idea how hard it is for me and Mom right now?
Well, you have been traveling and shopping all this time, so it's about time that you start maturing and behaving like a true adult. Did you think it would be an easy job to become a parent? If I were you, I would be taking care of the baby right now, if I had time to be whining on the phone like this. I'm going to be hanging up now. I think I heard everything that I needed to hear from you. I will not be answering any of your calls, so you better keep that in mind.
Oh, wait, Lauren! Oh, please, just listen to me. Don't hang up on me. Please.
What do you want?
I'm so sorry about everything. I'm sorry about the way that I talk to you. You're right. I am undeserving of becoming a mother. I don't deserve to have any children. But it is really true that I was diagnosed with postpartum depression at the time of my baby's birth. I want you to know that. My mom heard on the news and she felt really bad. So she told me that she will take care of the baby for me instead. Once she started to do so, I felt extremely comfortable not having to take responsibility. The people around me started to pay attention to me and have pity for me. I wasn't initially planning on keeping this up any longer, but I really couldn't help it. That's why I sadly ended up where I am. But I will be really honest with you. I do feel quite depressed sometimes, so I am not quite recovered yet. And it's honestly better for my mom to take care of the baby. I don't know anything about taking care of a baby, so it will just be better for her anyway. So I'm really begging you, Lauren. Could you please provide my mom with some financial support? I won't even ask you for money to hire a babysitter. I just want to ask you this one and only favor, for the sake of helping my mom. My mom's been telling me that she's not able to take care of the baby anymore, now that you won't give her any money. My husband also just wants me to take care of everything myself. He tells me that he's sick and tired of hearing the baby cry all day, so he's not able to take care of the baby. If this goes on for any longer, I'm going to end up being a single parent. If that happens, then I will be severely depressed for real this time. Samuel, if you're listening to me right now, can you please think about what I just said? What did the baby do wrong? The baby has nothing to do with this. So please think about it for the sake of my baby.
Now you're just going to sit there and tell me that it's all for the baby's sake? Is that why you played the victim and pretended to be someone struggling with depression? Is that why you had all of that fun outside, shopping and traveling all you want? I have had enough of your nonsense, and I don't want to hear it anymore. You take care of your own baby. You're the one who gave birth to the baby, and you need to take responsibility as the mother. I have no plans in giving my money away to some random old lady that I don't even know. I would rather just give it away to some charity, where the money will be used in a much more beneficial way. You heard what Lauren said. She's speaking the truth, so you better keep your ears open and listen to everything she says. Goodbye. I will be hanging up now.
Wait, don't hang up! I can't believe it! How can they be this cold in just a matter of a couple months? What do they expect me to do? I can't take care of the baby right now. This is so annoying.
Samuel had really cut ties with his own mother and sister after all that had happened. The same thing applied to me as well. I never answered any of my mother-in-law's or Mila's phone calls or text messages. Our decision to never see each other again has really made things better for the both of us. I feel much less stressed, and we are finally able to save up more of our money. Before I married Samuel, he was always bothered with the fact that his mother would always take Mila's side on things, no matter what it was. Now that he refuses to see either of them, he is very thankful that we were able to come to this conclusion. He tells me that he is very grateful to have a wife like me. A couple of months ago, Samuel's mother came in front of our house. She was telling us that she has no money to take care of herself properly, and that she is not able to afford any medications despite her illnesses. She was crying and weeping in front of us, and she was telling us how Mila has also cut ties with her. I honestly felt very bad to see Samuel's mom crying in front of us like that, because after all, she still loved her own daughter. But despite everything, her daughter just ended up betraying her. I didn't want the same things to happen all over again had I decided to help her out again. So I refused to help her. I don't really know much about their whereabouts now, but I honestly don't want to worry about it too much. My husband and I are now going to be parents to a beautiful baby. My expected date is in about a month, so I am very excited and nervous to see my beautiful baby being born into this world. I really wish that Samuel and I can be the best parents to the baby. I wish you all can hope for us to be amazing parents for the baby.